Stratman Steve here, welcome back again. You know, it's been a couple of weeks off since I've done my last video, but just to let you know, I'm not going anywhere. Just had some things that I needed to sort out. But I don't know if some of the subscribers that are here, thanks for staying here. We do need some more, but I don't know if you noticed last time my, you know, $1 million Hollywood effects with the clapping take. Sorry for keeping that one in, I forgot that it was still in there, and I thought, you know, it'd be fun to keep it in. But today we're talking about the Ibanez Tube Screamer 9 and the way I use it and why I use it. So I use it traditionally for like a mid-range boost for my leads. I don't always just use the pedal on its own. I do have it stacked with the Pedal Pawn Cowboy King. And that is then, you know, the TS9 is then just for leads only. Mostly my Cowboy King would be on throughout a whole piece, you know. But that is just giving me that extra bit of humph. So obviously when you're playing at home level, I've got my amp set near the edge of breakup. This is my clean sound without the Tube Screamer. And this is with it on. And it just makes playing lead lines like that a lot easier. Like when I'm playing clean, I have to hit every note and it has to sound purposeful. Whereas with the TS9, it sounds like I'm attacking it with more intent because I'm hearing more back from the amp. It's the same thing we've said before, you know, the conversation with your hands, the sound of feel, and the amp. If the amp's pushing back at you, you're going to play better. So this right here is obviously like the kind of thing you'd see SRV set up, even John Mayer kind of vibes. Maybe John Mayer have a little bit more drive and a little less level, but you never see the drive all the way up on these things, you know, unless, you know, you're playing a certain style of music, but you get the gist. I mean, the tone level stays at 12 o'clock because, you know, mostly you can work with your tone knobs on your guitar, or obviously you can mess around with the EQ on your amp. But that is like the holy grail of settings for most bluesy Strat players anyway. you have it. Does a tube screamer or overdrive pedal affect the way I play? I think it absolutely does, you know. Just hearing that bit of feedback and the conversation with the amp just makes you want to play with a bit more intent, which is obviously important at home level, because I don't think, you know, we practice with enough intent when we're just on our own practicing. But, you know, another thing is, like, when you stack those kind of pedals on those settings, it just sounds even more terrifying. I mean, like, this is just the tube screamer on its own. Now this is with the Cowboy King on top. Crazy, right? So again, if you like these kind of videos, and obviously I'm going to do a lot more, please like and subscribe, and don't forget, always end on a